All right, we're back. And one, it's really nice outside, so that's cool. But two, we're going to be talking about a roommate that I had in college. And this was my sophomore year, and I had 3 roommates. So myself and 3 other dudes living on campus in like a apartment. So we had like kitchen and everything, but it was owned by the university. We had like a group of, I think, 7 people, and we were gonna split like 4 and 4 for the roommate situation. And we had 3, and I was like, oh, I kind of know this guy, like I have a class with him, and I had hung out with him a couple times, and I think he was a little strange for sure, but he was like, you know, I was like, oh, his heart's in the right place, like just a little weird. And he was involved on campus. Like, he would get up early in the morning and go swim and like go to the gym and stuff. And like we had a class together, so I was like, all right, like he's like somewhat got his head on his shoulders, like probably not a bad person to live with. But this dude was just the biggest enigma of all time. Like, first of all, what I didn't realize was how much this dude loved drinking and loved going out. Like, he really lived for that shit. So to kind of describe him, he was from Minnesota, so his thing was like, even when it was snowing and really cold outside, he wouldn't wear pants. He would only wear shorts. And he would it'd be snowing, fucking sleeting, whatever, and he'd go outside and slides, a pair of shorts, and a Spittin' Chicklets hoodie. So this guy was definitely somewhat obsessed with, I think, Canadian culture as a whole, because he loved Trailer Park Boys and hockey, Spittin' Chicklets and shit like that. Like, this dude was packing Zins before I really knew what they were. Like, I think he was the first person I saw pack a Zin where I was like, what is that? Like, what are you doing? So he was on that shit before it was cool, so shout out to him. But I think we're gonna need a name for this guy, so we're gonna call him Psyduck. And Psyduck, apart from, you know, never being cold or whatever the fuck he always said, super into hockey. Like, this dude loved hockey. And whenever the Canes would lose, the Hurricanes, I don't really know shit about hockey, but I just knew that whenever they lost, he would like crash out. Like, this dude be go from like 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Like, just so fucking funny, dude. But he would always have something like playing on the TV whenever I'd like go to class, and he'd be on the couch like watching Trailer Park Boys. And I'd come back a few hours later, same position, like no movement. I'd have like a night class or something, or go to the gym late, come back late at night. He's crashed the fuck out, like passed out on the couch, watching like a Disney movie or something with his laptop open in front of him. No work done at all whatsoever. So fucking funny. He also had terrible vision, and he would lose his glasses all the time because he would go out a lot and like get blitzed and just lose his fucking glasses. And then he'd be like, oh dude, like I lost my glasses, like I'm not going to class this week. Fuck, like I can't fucking see. And I'm like, oh, like why don't you try sitting like in the front row or something? He's like, no dude, like I really can't see at all. And I was like, what? Like, you can't, like, that's how bad your vision is? But I would like sometimes drive him to the glasses store, whatever the fuck, and yeah, because he didn't have a car. That was the other thing. He didn't have a car, so anytime he wanted like booze or nicotine or something, he'd like always ask one of us, because I think all 3 of us had cars and he didn't. He'd be like, yo, like, can you drive me to the wireless to get fucking nicotine or whatever. And like, sometimes it'd take him. But I do remember one time he asked us, we were all three of us like sitting on the couch watching a movie or something, and he walked in and he's like, so, and we were like, what's up, man? What's up, Psyduck? And he's like, can one of you guys drive me to wireless? Like, I really need Nick. And we were all just like, no, dude. Like, you just walked in and called us. We're not gonna drive you to the store. And he's like, oh my god. Like, he like called us something again. But anyways, comes back like an hour or two later, and it's like sleeting outside because it's in the middle of winter. And we're like, yo, like, where'd you go? And he's like, I fucking walked. And this dude walked like miles to this store because I guess like this one specifically didn't ID or whatever. And yeah, in a pair of shorts and like a, I don't know what it was, like a fucking hockey hoodie or some shit with his wings all back and like a backwards hat. Like, this guy was just actually moving differently. And his, like I said, his vision was really bad. So if you walked by him, like on the sidewalk, like walking to class, like right next to him, he like would not register that he was walking by you. Like, I would walk by him a lot and he just like wouldn't say anything unless I was like, yo, like, Psyduck, what's good, man? And you'd be like, what? Like, all shocked that I was there. Like, this guy really could not see. His vision was horrible. But there was definitely something I have to shout him out for, is that I actually met my fiance at a party that he ended up kind of dragging me to. But he was like, oh, I really want to go to this party, whatever, like one night. And I was like, oh, like, nah, I'm not really feeling it, because I think it was like whoever was like the president of the swimming club was hosting this party at their house, and I didn't know anybody in the swimming club. And he's like, oh, like, I really want to go, and like, you got to meet like some of the swim guys and stuff. And I was like, all right, like, yeah, I'll go for a little bit. Just trying to be nice or whatever. And so I pulled up and actually ended up meeting my fiance there, which is a whole different story. But yeah, this guy, I think actually that night he lost his glasses that night too. I remember that. And I also remember, like, I was talking to my fiance, you know, like meeting her for the first time, whatever. And I just remember like looking over after a couple hours, and this dude's just like laying down on this person's couch, just watching hockey on his phone. And I was like, why? Like, why the fuck did he drag me here? He's just gonna watch hockey on his phone. But funniest fucking thing, dude. We also had the police show up to our apartment one time because they were doing a wellness check on him. And I remember it was the day of the Super Bowl, and I was on a hard bulk at this time, like hard bulk, trying to put on weight. I'm like shirtless in the kitchen, like fucking feasting on a cookie cake. And I'm talking with my other roommate, the homie, and we're like chatting it up, whatever. I don't know, we're cutting it up. Probably talking about the Super Bowl or some shit. And all of a sudden there's like a knock on the door. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, did you like invite somebody over or something? He's like, nah. And so I like look out the peephole, and it's some girl who like lived down the hall, because I remember I had seen her before. And I was like, why is she knocking on the door? And he's like, I don't know. So we're like, I was like, I don't feel like answering. Like, I don't have a shirt on and whatever. And she starts like yelling. She's like, yo, like, I know y'all are in there. I just need to charge my phone. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, just let her in. Charge her phone. Put a shirt on. And we like talk for a second. And like maybe a couple minutes later, like it was not that long, but there's another knock on the door, and she's the closest one at the door, so she looks out and she's like, yo, it's the police. And we're like, what? It's like, yeah, it's the police. And I thought she was like fucking with us, but it was like actually the police. She was like, what do I do? We're like, dude, open the fucking door. And so they start talking to us about like, yo, does Siduk live here? Like, we need to do a wellness check. We ought to call. And we're like, yeah, he lives here. And she ended up leaving at some point throughout this. Like, had enough phone charge to get through back into her room. But yeah, they like pulled up to Siduk's room for a second, talked to him, and left a little bit later. And we knew that, one, Siduk was blitzed because he had been drinking like all day. Dude, I gotta get this. An old tweaker taking a selfie with this guy's McLaren. This is a moment in history for sure. This is amazing. Yo, just bask in the glory. Like, this guy's actually tough as nails, but... Oh, I'm taking his picture now. What's up?
You wanna take my picture?
Yeah, I'll take your picture.
Here. All I gotta do is,
Is this your car?
yes.
I was gonna say you got the orange, actually.
Where you got
Yeah, I just started working there.
third shift.
Oh, you work third shift?
No, I went to a job fair and they were only hiring third shift. That's all.
Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, that's
Where do you work third shift?
No, I'm just daytime in the office under
Oh,
the
'cause you're
fluorescent
smart.
light.
So
I don't know about all that, but
This ain't my phone. It's my brother's.
oh, okay.
Went to a job fair. We had a job fair yesterday.
Okay.
For production and a little food truck.
Okay.
Usually like 6'4".
Yeah, about.
Ish.
Yeah. These fucking phones, am I right?
So, that is much flair. I don't know if you're a car guy.
I like my cars. I don't know who drives it, but that is. I've seen it out here a couple times.
I've never seen that.
It's really nice.
Flair. Those
yeah.
are probably more than
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. So.
So you work in the office?
Yeah, I do.
There's no way you're gonna let me use you as a reference. You don't even know me.
I've been there for 4
week.
weeks, so they don't even know who I am. So.
So you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I mean, I don't really know what's going on, so just trying to meet people and get in the groove. So.
So you're just
It's like drinking through a fire hose, you know, all this information.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Did you go to Purdue?
No, I
How'd
went
you
to
get this job? You just lucky?
I had an internship, and my boss's team had like a full-time position open. I was in Peoria, and they had
Okay.
a position over here. They asked me if I'd be here. I said,
Was you living in Peoria?
yeah.
Well, Tyler,
What's your name?
Jimi Hendrix. Grab your boots.
That purple haze, man. Hey, you have a good one.
Hey, maybe I'll see you out there.
Yeah, maybe. I won't be on third shift, but
I'm Matthew.
nice to meet you, man. Yeah, so now that I have a new friend, to finish up the story, So they do the welfare check on our boy Psyduck, and we, like, once the police leave, we, like, go and talk to him, obviously, because they're like, hey, like, seems like he's alright, but, you know, just, like, check up on him, make sure he's doing alright. Stuff kind of like that. And we're like, okay. And we didn't want the police to, like, go in there initially. Like, we kind of, like, felt bad because we knew that he just had, like, basically 20 bush lights emptied on his desk. But yeah, like, this dude, we, like, start talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I think, like, one of my friends, like, was trying to, like, prank me or something. And we're like, okay, so, like, we just want to make sure that, like, you're, like, actually doing okay, you know, because he had been, you know, pretty heavily intoxicated. And like I said, you know, he was a bit of an enigma. So we're like, hey, and we want to make sure that he's doing all right. And he starts, like, ranting. He's like, you know, like, I'm so happy. Like, everything in my life is so great. And honestly, out of everybody in this room, I'm the least likely to kill myself. And we're like, oh, damn. Like, all right, I guess you all right then. So that was kind of the end of that. We made jokes about it and stuff, and we were convinced that his girlfriend at the time was actually the one who called, because, like, long story short, that's gonna have to be a whole nother video, but they had such a weird relationship. They were long distance and always on the phone, and then he would just, like, kind of crash out and hang up on her, and she'd get, like, all upset and stuff. So we just assumed it was her, never actually knew or got that confirmed. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. A lot going down in this one, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in another one.